wanted to be perfect? Anyone? Well, I wanted to be perfect. I wanted to have the perfect life, which means to me earning a lot of money, traveling around the world, having kids young, marrying young. Yes, I set these expectations out of my life. I wanted to look like this girl in the picture. And I wanted my husband to look like this guy in the picture. These two people have the perfect life, isn't it? But are these two pictures similar to the reality? That is the question. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and dear guests.
Good evening.
Perfection. According to a clinical psychologist, Linda Blair, a perfectionist is a person who strives for flawlessness, for the perfect outcome, for the perfect creation. And a perfectionist is a person who finds it difficult to delegate, even if it negates their health, their well-being, and their relationship to pursue what they call perfect. And according to a UK study from the charity organization for girl guiding, perfectionism mainly affects women. Well, I am a woman, and it mainly affects teen, and I was a teen, and I was a perfectionist. Let me tell you my story. So until I was 18, I thought that my life was perfect. I had everything I wanted. I was traveling with my parents, I was a topper in every class, I was good at sport, I had everything in order. I loved my life and I felt very grateful for it. But everything changed the moment I entered university. I was excited first to enter university. You know, I would show that I'm perfect and I would continue, my perfect life would continue. But little did I know that the first year at university would be the worst year of my life. So first day at university, first test. It was a math test. I always loved math, and in fact in my 12 I've got 19 out of 20, 20 being the best grade in math, so I thought I got it. It will be easy. So I've done this test, and after 2 days the result came. And guess what? I scored the worst grade in the class. The worst grade. I didn't understand what was going on with me. And on test after test, I got worse grade. I couldn't recognize myself. My life was miserable. I felt miserable. I felt hopeless. I felt empty. I really didn't have any answer to what was happening to me. And the only answer that I found was eating food. I found food comforting. It would fill my emptiness. So result, in 6 months, I gained 15 kg. Yes, I couldn't recognize myself. Nobody else could recognize me. I somehow managed to pass the first year with very average grade. And during the summer of between the first year and the second year, my mom looked at me and she said, there's something seriously wrong with me. So she decided to help me. She helped me in studying, and she helped me in losing the weight that I had gained. Result, I felt more confident entering the second year. And in the second year, miracle, I topped again. Every subject, because I had learned during the summer everything that I needed to learn. And then, I also, on top of that, I lost all the weight. I lost those 15 kgs I put down in the first year. Even more, I lost in total 25 kg. I started to look very unhealthy. My parents didn't say anything because the year was very decisive. I had to finish this competitive examination to get admission to the business school. Finally, I got admission to the second best business school in France. I was so happy. But my parents were not happy. As soon as the exam were over, my mom took me to the doctor, to the family doctor. And she told me to talk to him, to fix my problem with my eating habit. And the family doctor discovered that my desire of perfection lead to serious eating disorder. And even 9 years after starting the university, I still suffer sometimes from eating disorder. So like one of my favorite painters said, Salvador Dali, have no fear of perfection because you are never going to be able to reach it. Yes, we are human. We are not called to be perfect. We are called to live our life, to enjoy. Let me give you 3 ways to overcome perfection. The first way is to make up your mind. Like you would train for a marathon. Train your mind. Train your mind to think positive. Take a diary every single day when you wake up. Write 3 points what you are grateful for in your life. And when you go to bed at night, again, write 3 points what happened good in your life. The second way to overcome perfection is to lower your standard. Set realistic goals. The third way, the most important, is to understand that we are all human, you and everyone else. And being human means being imperfect. So do not do not hide behind your imperfection. Go out, laugh, smile. And do not forget that we are not called to be perfect. Be the light that your world needs.